it's a competitive game of football where you get one more look at something.
This is like a sentimental day for me. The Ox is playing against his old club, get him a start. Milner, Ben Doak.
I half want the players at the VAR monitor watching Everton.
It is the match preview. It is me, Paul Machin. It is Steve Hall. It is Chloe Bloxham. It is Alex Gildea-Trott. And it is Lizzie Evo. Final league game of the season, Lizzie. And there's just a point where, I don't know, we need to win. We need to end on a high just so we all get to bounce into the summer. No matter what happens, we can make our peace with how the season's ended, whatever's gone before it, draw a big line under it. That is literally, for me anyway, the one and only mission facing Liverpool and Southampton.
Yeah.
Just win a game of football.
Yeah, like I don't want them to go into the game being lazy because they know everything's done. Like, I'd rather them finish on a high so that we all, although we've had a shit season, we want to finish a little bit happy. Like, 90 minutes is, them 90 minutes Liverpool players, like, I forget about all my life problems and shit like that. So, do us a favour and help me out, please. Like, not just me, but everyone. I feel like to end the season like that would be nice.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want them to be lazy with the thinking going into it.
Oh, I'm the opposite, me.
What?
I played under 21s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't fuck.
Well, United are winning, so we might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I just
so if he could
honestly,
actually put out a decent...
Honestly,
coach trip,
go and give them all a holiday, get on the beach, put your feet up. They're all playing internationals in about 2 weeks.
So you want to go to Southampton instead of me then?
I mean, Paul asked my opinion. If I was going to Southampton, I might have a different answer. I'm sure you will. I might not even watch it. Everton might get relegated. Like,
Yeah,
I've got some priorities here. Listen, spoiler alert, I know people might be watching this after. As we're currently recording this, we know Man United are playing and they're winning. So it is a dead rubber because I doubt Chelsea are going to come back. I don't see why risk anyone getting injured. What's the point? Because Southampton, it's their last home game. They're down anyway. Yeah. And what they'll do... Remember when we beat Man United and they threw that kid on? Hannibal Lecter, and he started volleying. And he just started volleying people. That's what's going to happen. Southampton are going to play some young kid and he's going to start booting shit out of us. And I'm like, be arsed. Like, I would go, honestly, get Keller in goal.
Okay.
Nat Phillips can have a send-off.
Yeah, man.
Joey Gomez.
Can we play Bobby?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Milner's me right back.
If it's a dead rubber, and listen, I refuse to give up hope, and that one might sound foolish when everyone's watching this immediately after the game's finished and United have beaten Chelsea 5-0 because Chelsea are fucking rubbish. But I live in hope right now in the here and now of it all. Does it being a dead rubber, Chloe, change your opinion to what you would do? Because you've got Bobby Firmino, who's leaving. You've obviously got Milner. I can't really see a world where Naby's going to miraculously return, and Ox, at this point, what's the point?
Arthur?
No.
That's a shout, though.
Arthur centre mid.
That is actually a shout.
Why?
Because who cares?
Shits and giggles, isn't it?
I can't emphasise enough how badly I don't want Liverpool players to get injured. Again, scratch this now. If Man United somehow have lost, play the best team. but honestly... I don't see and I might be completely in the minority and I understand it. I'm not going, and you are, so I get it. But like, they've played a lot of footy. We literally said, didn't we, at the start of this season, they look knackered. Why put 90 minutes in the legs of players for just no reason? I can't understand.
Because it matters.
It doesn't.
No, but it does. But for me, anyway, the fact is you've got to, because there's a psychological thing, and if you go out in the season with the draw and the defeat, then it actually looks like everything you've done to reboot the team and change the formation has done nothing to actually help.
You do realise we're playing Southampton?
Yeah.
The reserve should be able to beat Southampton.
No, I understand, but to your point, you're talking about, like, there's a team who've now got no pressure left. This is a team that drew with Arsenal a couple of weeks ago, effectively cost Arsenal the title by turning up in that game, by the way.
Chelsea away.
Yeah, I don't care.
In their ground where they've got all their fans on who themselves are looking for the fan. But they're doing the same thing. They're playing for the same thing.
The manager's getting off.
Whatever, doesn't matter. But the fact is, they're playing for the positive spirit of, they want to give their fans something to be happy about. They want to end the season on a high, and we want to do exactly the same thing. If Liverpool end the season on a draw and defeat, then all of we've rebuilt, we've turned the corner, all our positive messages going into the summer, not totally gone, but are very undermined because all of a sudden you've dropped points to Aston Villa and Southampton.
Not having it. If it's a rotated team. Remember when Klopp played against West Brom away and we had like fucking Canos played? No one gave it. Who cares? It's the last game of the season. That meant nothing. I think I don't know. I just disagree. I would really.
Do you? You could have made that point more
really
vociferously. It feels like you could have been a bit hammered that point home a little bit. What do you think, Chloe?
I think.
As someone who's going the game, which is more important than Steve not watching it on the telly.
No, I want us to win, and I don't want us to do that. I want to say goodbye to the likes of Bobby Firmino, but I want those players that we've got behind this season when they've been shite to come over to our away end and show positivity and show the crowd who's been with them through thick and thin this season. We'll be back next year, and I want those players to get the send-off they deserve, and also. You may sit there and say they've been tired. They've been shite. You go out there and this is your job. What are you going on? This is your job. You go out there. You put in the work for the fans, if nothing else. Let us all leave on a high, or clap you off, or it's special for Bobby and it's special for Milner. There's going to be something there for Milner as well from the away end.
He's playing.
I want all those people to be there who wear the shell of that team that are no longer anymore, this rebuild. I want us to give you one last send-off. You take it all in, know that this atmosphere is going to be with you next year, and know that we're going to expect a lot more. Use it to get behind, enjoy your break, and then come back again. I don't want it to be a dead style, because there's nothing to go off. You want to... Every time I enter a football stadium, I want to be excited about something, whether there's anything to play for or not. And that might be Darwin Núñez gets to run out, so I'm excited to see him again. Milner, Bobby, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Trent in midfield, whatever it may be. You can always take them off. You've got 5 subs. You don't need to put out a full-strength team, but you want them there on the day. If
we're trying to reboot something, Alex, and this is why I know I get Steve's point, but I don't agree with it, is if we're trying to reboot something, it's a game of football to practice something. You know what I mean? It's a competitive game of football where you get one more look at something or whatever. And this is why I actually don't think necessarily that Milner and Bobby and whoever maybe even get a look in there, because kind of what's the point?
Because then it won't be around next season.
Exactly, there's a fucking sentiment to it. Bring him on. Bring Bobby on and Milner on for his last 5 minutes or whatever. But for me, the best team that we can put out, there's experience to be gained from this. It's another team, another challenge. Might only be a fucking cup team that we play next season, but if there's an opportunity for them to get a little bit of a deeper understanding on what's being asked of them, what did you learn from Villa? Can you put that into action this week? I'd be fucking off lads who haven't got motivation, and even like the internationals, if there's lads who, if it is a dead rubber and there's a bunch of lads going on internationals and they're more asked about that, don't play them. Play lads who actually want to go and beat Southampton, because Liverpool shouldn't be actively looking to not put the best team out in every game of football.
If Chelsea did beat United, then I'd be saying put the strongest 11 out, because then it becomes, well, it's the radio on the last day situation. Can we score? Are we looking for Fulham to score at Old Trafford? So, but it is going to be a dead rubber, unfortunately. So do you put out Ben Doak? Do you put out these... I would play Arthur Melo. I know your point is also valid, because it's like going into next season, let's end this the way we want to start next season, but we've got all of pre-season to sort that out. I'm quite keen to just give this is like a sentimental day for me. The Ox is playing against his old club, get him a start. Milner, Ben Doak, I mean, who else is there really that you could play? I mean, just get them all on. Why not?
We moan that there's too much. We moan that there's too much footy, and then just play. We
haven't played for a week. It's the last game.
I
footy for like 3 months.
Mate, I hark back to when Jota got his leg snapped in that stupid Champions League game when we thought they won the group, and we missed him for like 6 months.
Yeah, but he was the understudy. We did rotate.
No, I get it.
Everyone goes, just by the way, we should have rotated more. Jota was literally the player that because we rested him.
No, and I get it, but like that could happen again. That could have been more. I get it, because it could happen, but I don't know. I mean, I understand I'm in a minority here.
Yeah.
I'm not, CBA travelling all the way down to Southampton to see him play in under-21 the squad. No.
Hey, I went all the way to Villa Park to watch a bunch of children play for Liverpool.
That was different.
I'll play that team.
Yeah, well, half of them playing like the championship.
I don't want to say imagine if they have go down, but that away end would be absolutely ludicrous.
It'd be like that anyway. We could lose 7 and party time.
We'll have a good old chat about the Ev in a bit, but I want to get your teams. So go on, Lizzie. What's your team? What team are you picking for this one?
Fucking hell. It's an odd one, that. I think I want to start. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to start Curtis just because of how we played the last game as well. And I feel like he's got a point to prove. Of course, I'm going to go with me Salah. Obviously. Salah. It's a tough one because obviously now you've got me thinking. Would you put the full strongest out or would you half and half it? Do you know what I mean? Like,
you be you, Lizzie. I don't think anyone's ever told you to be anything else. Other than that, don't listen to him. He's fucking... Don't,
yeah,
don't
I'm
in
it.
You just got...
Don't listen to him.
You're sitting down on Sunday to watch Liverpool, to get that escapism you're looking for from your life. Who are the lads you want to watch on the pitch?
I'm wanting to watch Trent, of course, but I'm wanting to watch him in a midfield position because... It's exciting, like you just said, it's really exciting. It's different as well. I'm wanting to watch Van Dijk, of course I am. Anyone is. Robbo. Kanate, I actually like Kanate, I'm not going to lie. People write him off a little bit, but I like him. Curtis, I want to watch Curtis. Harvey, I want to see Harvey Elliott play because I feel like I haven't got to see much of him play well. Salah.
Cody
Gakpo, I was going to wait till last to say Cody, but yeah.
Diaz or Jota?
Diaz.
Okay.
Diaz
Are you
is
playing Fab? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else? Steve, go on. Give us the Steve
Here
who
we go.
doesn't give a shit 11 for Southampton versus
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
This 11 than that one.
Caveated with if the game means nothing, just to clarify.
Yeah.
Kelleher, Simicast, Phillips, Gomez,
Yeah, no, this is me as well.
Milner, Fabinho can play. Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones can play. Firmino up front.
Ben Doak?
No, Carvalho on the left.
Who's on your right?
That's rogue.
Salah?
Salah plays every game.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but honestly, no. If it's me, I'd see if Oxlade-Chamberlain fancies a game.
Oh.
If he doesn't, yeah, family one. Is Ben Doak fit? Is he back playing?
I think so.
Yeah, get him in.
Artemello, no?
Oh, fuck yeah. Get Fabinho out. Fabinho out.
Mo Salah needs one more to get to
That's
20
true.
goals, so there's no way he doesn't play this game.
No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't play him, but he's going to pick himself. He just walk on. What
Yeah,
am I going to do? What am I going to do? No, fuck off.
No question.
Yeah. But no, get half a mellow in for Fabinho, actually.
For 4 minutes.
Come on, clown.
I'd like Ali to finish this. He's been our player of the season, so I'd love him to. However, if we say to Gallagher, you'll be playing the Europa League next season, and I'll put you in today, and if you stay, then yeah, I'd do that. If that was the clause to keep Gallagher, but I'd like to see Ali because he's been the standout. I wouldn't mind putting Costas in. I wouldn't mind that. I can understand. My two centre halves are obviously going to be Verge and Kanate. I do want to put Trent in there. My midfield would be Curtis Jones. Fabinho's had enough time off this season, so he can go back in.
Fabinho's had enough time off this season.
Yeah.
He's played more minutes than any other Liverpool midfielder.
And he's still being shite.
There might be a correlation, Chloe. He's fucking knackered. He's absolutely shit.
Once more into the breach, Fabinho.
That fella's waking up going, honestly, really, like, I am... He might be injured. If I'm in, I'm injured.
Who are you putting there?
Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Like, he's not. I think he's.
Artemello, mate, I'm telling you.
I don't want Artemello in this team.
Yeah.
My right side of midfield is Harvey Elliott. Might as well. You're against bottom of the table. Go for it. I'd then go up. I wouldn't start Bobby because I don't know where he is in terms of injury. I'd bring them on at some point. I'd bring Milner on at some point. I'd play Salah because he'd want to play. I would give Cody Gakpo a rest. I'd like to see him, maybe from off the bench, but he has played a lot. He's been consistent.
Poor Fabinho.
So I'd play Jota and then I'd play Diaz.
Have we done yours, Alex? You happy with what's been thrown out?
Yeah, I'll have a mishmash between everyone's, really. I think, for me, Artemello starts there.
Why though?
Just for...
Banter,
why not?
Just vibes, innit?
I'm not doing it. This isn't me trying to ruin your trip to Southampton, by the way.
He might score.
No, but like, why?
I'd
just rather never see him ever again.
All I've done
just
is
leave it like that.
I've replaced one Brazilian international with another.
Who's played for Barcelona and Juventus, by the way, Chloe.
6th most expensive midfielder in the history of
Played
football.
90 games in his career.
He's played the last 7 minutes for Liverpool, and that is about
13,
enough.
actually.
The only thing I would consider doing if you're doing a wild shout on stuff is whether you start Darwin Maybe put
Darwin
Gakpo
starts
into
for me.
if he's fit, by the way.
Depends on the toe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why would you risk anyone who's got an injury?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Well, if this is what I'm saying. Now, if he's fit and available, and it is a dead rubber, you might as well try. You stick within broadly what you're doing, but try something different with it.
A little bit.
Yeah, but moreover, put Gakpo into midfield or put Elliott into the midfield, and let just see if everyone can get Darwin a goal. Try and get Darwin a goal before the season ends and see if it makes him feel a little bit better. So again, he ends the season on a high.
I don't want to make anyone sad, but Man United have had one shot on target and scored, and I've had 38% possession at home against Frank Lampard's Chelsea.
Yeah, I know. So it's how it's people, you should shake your fist at the screen and shout FIFA at it when you get things like that happen, or footy man. Okay. Let's have some score predictions and then we'll have a look at the fixtures. Steve, what do you think it's going to be?
Okay. 4-1.
To Liverpool. Wait, there's a Southampton.
Yeah, to Liverpool, yeah.
You had to think about it.
I did.
I'm going to say 2-0 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Alex?
5-3 Liverpool.
Jeez, no, I can't
2-0.
deal with that.
I half want the players at the VAR monitor watching Everton.
No, that's what I want that our main group of players to be coming over to an away end that's completely and utterly bouncing. That is what I want.
Yeah.
I want
In an ideal world.
5-0. Everyone gets a big positive vibe, send off. Couple for Darwin.
The Everton game.
Yeah, that too. Right, just for the sake of it, you're just looking at the weekend's fixtures. Leeds have got Spurs at home. Bournemouth go to Everton. And Leicester have got West Ham at home. So all three of the relegation teams, all playing home games. Everton on paper have got the plummest of the picks there. But wouldn't it just be the most
O'Neill,
thing?
go and make sure that that's your job next season, please. Just do it for everyone.
Tom Solanke, make yourself a hero.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Leeds will beat Spurs.
Do you?
I agree,
Yes.
yeah.
How many points? Are Leeds only 2 points behind the
If
Everton?
Ever-
Leeds and Leicester are on 31
31.
points right now. Leeds' goal difference is an absolute joke. It's minus 27. Everton are on 33. So basically, a draw for Everton.
Sends Leeds pretty much.
Yeah, they
But if Leicester win, then it sends the Ev down.
Yeah, so
If Leicester and Leeds win, Everton...
Everton have to win.
Leeds have a
They have
worse
to,
goal
yeah.
difference than Everton.
yeah, Leicester have got a much better goal difference. Oh wow, this is tasty, isn't it? So yeah, Everton have got minus 24 goal difference. Leicester's minus 18. Leeds is minus 27. So Leicester's goal difference could send Everton down if Everton only draw and Leicester win.
Yep.
You know what? I'm in the same boat as Steve. Fuck Liverpool. I just someone get me a phone in the away end, please, with Everton on.
So if Everton win, they're up. If they don't win, they could be in
What about
the
if they
bang in
draw?
trouble. Then Leicester can overtake them if they win.
But the thing that's worth remembering is that all of these teams are rubbish.
It
so
is, yeah.
strap yourselves in for either all three lose.
West Ham, mate. West Ham, they're going to pick the team I've just picked
Please.
because they've got a European final. I think Tottenham are gone. They honestly, I watched them the other day.
But they might do something for Harry Kane, you know, just because
Yeah, but he'll score because he always scores.
Yeah, obviously,
Everton might be without Dominic Calvert-Lewin, not that that's, you know, going to change
they
much.
with him?
But
Yeah, that's what I say, as opposed to when.
no, but that Brighton game, he was big.
Well,
he was really influential
said
in that
this-
game.
we
He
said
missed
this-
sitters, like, but
Unbiased footy show of the week is that they Bamford and Dominic Calvert-Lewin going off injured at half time in those games. That's like their last great hope. Have they got a guy who might score a goal and save them?
I think Everton fans.
Jamie Vardy scoring the goal that keeps Leicester up would be very
totally.
last hurrah for Jamie Vardy, wouldn't it? To be honest.
I think Leicester are going to beat West Ham, and I think Leeds are going to beat Spurs.
don't get me excited.
No,
Steve,
but
stop it
I'll be
now.
honest. I half expect Everton to beat Bournemouth, but
I think that's a no.
horrendous record recently against Bournemouth, don't they, Everton?
yeah.
7-0 on aggregate already this season.
Up the cherries,
Crazy
man.
that.
Gary O'Neill, what a job, by the way.
No, I know.
Ex-Liverpool
But
coach.
to solidify it, I feel like he's got to
Could we not
beat
loan
Everton.
Bournemouth like Salah? Shouldn't that be allowed?
Emergency loan.
Last game of the season, like just rock them all up. Like I don't know, can someone do that?
There is something to Dom Solanke rocking up, isn't there?
Please, lad.
That's the story that could be written.
I always like
Harvey,
to see a little
wait,
Liverpool
Harvey.
Wouldn't it? That'd be class.
What
Jack
about-
Harrison
Hero.
fits. He's an ex-Liverpool player as well.
Jack Harrison?
Yeah.
Is
I'd
he?
love to see
I
this.
thought he was at City.
Yeah, he was a Liverpool kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was really hoping if United, lost, that Wilson would show up for Fulham. And
Hey, listen, Mitrovic.
I think
Still time. Have faith, everyone. Sorry for those of you
Who's gonna
in the
relegate to
future. I think Leeds and
Leeds
Leicester
and
are going to get
Leicester,
relegated. I do.
it's 100% happening.
But only because of that Brighton away win. If they didn't win that game, we wouldn't be
No,
saying that.
the real reason is because Patrick Bamford missed a sitter in the last minute against Everton
Yeah. And
at Leeds.
the other real reason is that Leicester had Everton at home.
Yeah.
And
it
we
was
could have gone
2-2.
3-1 up with a penalty.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucked it. Who do you think will go down? Do you care passionately that Everton get relegated to the Championship? Will you laugh your collective bollocks off if that does happen? Let us know in the comments. I'm interested in watching from from people who don't really have experience of Evertonians. What do you make of the whole thing? The people who've never set foot in Liverpool barely even know what Everton is as a concept. Do they give a shit about Everton and get
Do you know
relegated?
what?
On them?
Until I moved to Liverpool, I was like that. And then I moved and I was like, no, I really want them to go now. Before I was like, they're irrelevant, little brother. Back off. You're rubbish. But now I'm like, now that I live here and I'm getting postman, etc., calling me a knobhead and that, a cop ace and that. I'm like, just give me my mail and fuck off, mate. You know what I mean? You're that cop ace, aren't you? Ah, rat. And now I want them down.
Yeah, I think that's a fair enough reason, to be honest. I mean, Tom Lear here in the comments just agreeing that would play the kids, play the under 15. 15s, yeah.
The under 15 or the under 15?
Just the one. Yeah, play the under 15s would be his shout. Red Hiker would play Damien Plessis. Just bring him back.
Damien,
Don't even know where he is anymore.
Days?
There's a
Where
Flowers
is he?
as a play arter for the giggle.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's have a giggle.
Imagine he was boss.
Imagine
Imagine he just flew centre mid and he just ran the game. I'm like,
we should write.
It's like those musical biopics where they get one chance to play the song that's going to get them signed, and they start into crap and they go, no, let me have another go. And Arthur Mello just goes right on, and he just puts in this imperious midfield performess.
All
And
singing
Klopp
his name
goes,
at the end.
Arthur.
you know what?
Don't need to buy any midfielders. This.
Every teenage rom-com ever, like where like the girl with the glasses and the tied up hair, and she walks into the prom and she's beautiful. I'm like, where's he with? That's what we could have with Arthur Mello. He could be the belle of the ball.
The man of the ball.
Yes. Right. Sound. That is the final match preview of the season. The final Thursday Night Pint of the season. Thank you so much for joining us